New Zealand-born Kay Michelle Gordon with the anthems. And now the moment that I'm sure many of the neutrals in the crowd in particular have really been waiting for, the All Black haka. The haka, led by Kevin Mialamu, and a proud moment too for Hika Elliott, who gets his chance to debut just before kickoff. Let's get a word on conditions. Sideline and former All Black Ian Jones.
Yes, thanks very much, Tony. Evening, everyone. Conditions are ideal for this test match, mate. There's a slight breeze blowing down the ground, left to right. That's going to be favouring the All Blacks in this first half. The Australians won the toss and are kicking off. There is some concerns, however, mate, on the surface. If you remember back to this game 2 years ago, it cut up fairly badly, and once again it looks unstable underfoot.
Well, the referee for this afternoon's game, Alain Roland. It's about 25 minutes to 5 o'clock local time as the Irishman prepares to whistle kickoff. It'll be Quade Cooper to kick off for the Wallabies. The All Blacks just going into a huddle. 26,000 tickets sold for this test match. The official figure from the Hong Kong Rugby Union. What a matchup. Quade Cooper against Dan Carter for the first time.
Stay behind.
And it'll be Cooper to kick off.
Okay, Matt. Time on, please.
In fact, he's just handed the ball to Matt Gitto, and it's Gitto who's kicked off towards the far side. It's been slapped down on the Wallaby side, so element of surprise from the start of the match, and the Wallabies get the ball, and a first touch for Ben Alexander. First touch since June in a Wallaby jersey for the big prop. He had to crunch it up. So much interest around that battle in the halves. Now it's Ben Robinson taking it to the 10-metre mark. Early advantage and an early penalty goes to the Wallabies at the breakdown.
6, Move away.
It's gone against Jerome Canel, and straight away it'll be an opportunity to kick for goal if they want to do so.
Can I have a shot? Sure. Shot, please.
Yeah, they will, and Curtly Beale, who I can tell you was knocking them over from inside his own half in the warm-up. Justin, here's the penalty.
Yeah, Kino made a good tackle, but as you can see, he just ended up on the top of the player and he couldn't roll himself clear. He did eventually,
yes.
but that time that he was on
yes.
there was enough for the Australians not to get quick ball and a justified penalty. So, you know, initiative shown by Australia, TJ, to start this game. Will we see a lot more of that? Are they going to be unpredictable to try and break down this All Black machine that is so set in its ways?
Well, Curtly Beale, we remember his heroics in the match in South Africa, in Bloemfontein. Here's a chance for him out beyond 40 metres on the angle. Matt Gitto's problems with goal kicking, well documented. Will the change work? He's got it up very high, but he's put it away to the left.
Yeah, he seemed to strike it quite well. If you can just see in the background there, the posts are quite short here, so the touch judges are going to have to keep a close eye on that. I was checking them out before the game, but, you know, that's an area, I guess, that shows Curtly Beale's probably at his maximum there. He just got it past the post, so 45-odd metres out. The All Blacks need to be careful.
So Carter, first touch for him, restarts. Drew Mitchell takes it down, immediately confronted by Corey Jane, but the Wallabies have it again on halfway. Cooper moving it on, Beale into the line, moves on, Stephen Moore, Gitto, quick hands, Ashley Cooper. Wakathuko makes the tackle. There for the Wallabies, Guinea unable to clear it, but a counter-rucking, or he's got Ma'anonu here. Well, it looks like Nonu, maybe Richie McCaw, but it's going to be another penalty. Wider angle this time.
Signals.
But the Wallabies enjoying possession early.
Yeah, virtually in the same place. Similar distance, because he's taken a little bit more towards the touchline. Here's the penalty. Wakathuko does well, makes a tackle. Now, Nonu's offside there, but he decides not to go into the ruck, which is a good decision. I guess he's a bit hard done by, because the Australian ruck there really disintegrated, and there was no real sort of idea where the offside line was. He probably had the option to back off, decided to go in, and unfortunately was penalised. So it gives the Australians another chance, and Curtly Beale, did he learn from that first kick? He certainly, I think, has got the distance from here, TJ.
Yeah, Marsh, it's a freshening breeze down here, as we said, favouring the All Blacks in this half, but they're doing things well at the moment. The Wallabies mixing things up. They need to do that. Tony talked about the 10-game winning streak at the moment for the All Blacks. But you made mention, I think this is right on the edge of Curtly Beale's range.
Well, he's wide out, kicking pretty much into the breeze. You can see already signs that the turf is scuffing up here. And Beale this time, and he's kicked that horribly. And Richie McCaw, easy work for him. Well, that is not the start that Robbie Deans was looking for when they gave the ball to Curtly Beale.
No, it's a given that obviously it cost them in Sydney. We all know that. And they need to make every opportunity count, because this All Black side don't give away many of them, so they're going to have to get that right.
Carter with the restart, this time going shorter to give his team chance to get up after it, and they've done so to Donnelly. So Carter has it, moves it on now to Nonu, losing the ball in contact though. So again, the Wallabies get possession, and it's with James O'Connor. Again, the arm is out this time. It's a knock-on advantage. Gitto in at first receiver. They bypass Pocock and go to Robinson.
Hands out, Black! Hands out!
Now Guinea, the switch to the short side. Sharp hitting it up. Playing his 89th test, Nathan Sharp. Gitto again in at first receiver. Using their props to hit the ball up. Robinson that time. Gitto, this time chopping back in field, looking for the pass. Finding Ben McCalman. So keeping the phases going. Alexander on the ball. Driven back though. Determined defence from the All Blacks. Chisholm now caught, so they've lost a bit of ground, but they still have the ball. Now Cooper to take it, and puts the kick out towards the far side for O'Connor to get after. It's gone into touch.
He did very well there, Quade Cooper. He recognised that there's a little bit of space. Muliaina had to come across because the initial attack for the Australians was going that way. So then he was battling to get his way back. Cooper just sat himself in the pocket. He wasn't flat. He never looked like he was going to run it. So the execution had to be bang on, and it was inch perfect. They still have territory, Australia. New Zealand can't get out of their half.
2 meters out.
It's Kevin Mialamu, first throw for him. New Zealand shortening it to 5. And a slap back on the Australian side. So they're getting a lot of possession, and Pocock makes some good ground. There for Guinea. He's playing advantage again. Here's a chance for Cooper. Flicks it back behind him. It's been knocked on. Well, he said advantage was over, but just signs there of the damage that this man can do.
Well, he's dangerous when he drifts onto the ball like that, and I'm pretty sure it was possibly Richie McCaw that got him. He looked like he was through the gap. He tried the inside ball, which was possibly on as well, but gee, when he gets the ball like that and there's that slight hesitation in the All Black line, here's the line out that was missed, well gathered by Australia. So they've dominated possession, and the break from Cooper, he just sniffs a chance, and it was Carter, in fact. Well done, Dan Carter, who made that crucial tackle and forced the knock on.
They're looking very composed in defence, so the All Blacks. Justin happy to give away the ball, multiple phases. They back themselves to get them into the game.
Yeah, I agreed with you, Carmo, but Australia aren't really sort of going the same way, are they? They're sort of going in and then back and in and back. They need to sort of get continuity the same way to stretch to the defence.
Pause.
Oh, the free kick goes against the All Blacks, and possession heavily weighted in the Australians' favour. Can they turn it into points early? It's Moore who hits it up. Guinea now, and the ball's been lost, and it's a penalty offside. Well, he was heavily criticised by the Australians for his control of a match earlier on. In fact, they've been very keen to point out that Australia have never won a match against the All Blacks when this man has been in charge. They've tapped it, so they're not going for goal.
Hands out, black.
Maybe trying to milk another penalty.
2, back.
And a warning maybe, or a card. Guinea setting it up now. The Wallabies forwards away to the right, and they go to Sharp.
Hands out, black. Hands.
Now coming again, and Pocock has it, moving it on quickly. Cooper! Quade Cooper! Just shot, gets it down. It's a try. Lethal running against a fractured defence, and the Wallabies strike first.
You said it, TJ, he is lethal. It is exactly the same line that he took where we saw Dan Carter take him before. This time, he just kept going. The All Black inside defenders couldn't get him in time, and over he went, Quade Cooper. Now, I thought they'd had a brain explosion by not taking the kick at goal, but look at this from Cooper. It's Nonu, I think, that slips. It cost the All Blacks in the defensive line. Cooper felt it. He took the opportunity, and over he goes. Watch Nonu here. We can see him in shot. There he is. He came in and slipped, and that's all Cooper needs. He needs, Carmo, just a sniff.
Example of the surface here, not his slipping, but even still, Marshy came in, his right shoulder was in, up too high, body position wasn't good. He was always going to get beaten on the outside, regardless of the surface, and that's good reward for the Australians who have started this game just like they wanted to. They're on fire, moving the ball. As I made mention before, it's a composed All Black side. Richard McCaw's under the sticks at the moment, calming things down.
Well, you can see Elson looking to fire things up even more, and they've given the ball to Matt Giteau. So 2 unsuccessful attempts by Beale. Giteau the chance to convert the early try, and he struck it well, just fading away at the end of its flight. Carried away by the breeze, but the Australians have the first try through this man. Well, Quade Cooper, I should say, not Matt Giteau, but what a good start for the Wallabies. All Blacks have hardly had the ball, and they've hardly been in Australian territory. This is a deep kick down to Drew Mitchell. Eventually wrapped up, takes it as far as the 22. And looking to move it, Pocock. All Blacks getting over the ball. Good clean out from the Wallabies. Guinea, McCalman now.
That's a tackle.
McCaw driving through on him, but it's there again for the Australian halfback. Cooper trying that little dazzling step, then running into one of his own players, but play on, says the referee. Moore Now behind him to Beale.
Okay, touch.
Mills Muliaina under it. Now can New Zealand spark a counter-attack? Looks for Jane, then goes the other way. Rokethoko coming back against the flow. Taken on the 10-metre mark. There for New Zealand. Cowan, well, wanted to go blind. There was no one there. And eventually he's had to confront the defence around the fringes. Mialamu gets it away. Nonu and breaks. Nonu gets it away to Muliaina. No! It's been taken by Elson, almost intercepted by Smith. And now O'Connor has it for Australia. Beale giving the chase, and this could be really dangerous, but Corey Jane's done brilliantly. Thrown into touch, but Australia so dangerous on the counter.
Brilliantly, he's done amazingly well. Wow, that just looked like an absolute genius piece of play from Corey Jane. Beale was there, O'Connor was there. The ball was bouncing all over the place on this uneven surface. We go back to the Nonu break. Unfortunately for him, Muliaina got through the gap too easily. Nonu tried to free it, and then the quick hands here, the offloads, and the ability to spot the gap, the ball. But look at the bounce on the ball. Oh, Corey Jane, you've saved a certain try.
They go to the back, and they have it through Chisholm, Australia. Here they come again. Cooper driven in the tackle and virtually gives it to Daniel Carter. That was a great tackle by Nonu. Now Muliaina pops a short ball to Smith, away to Jane. Corey Jane into Mitchell. Plants it behind him, but it's been lost. And now Cowan has it for Australia, and the alarm bells start to ring again in the All Black defence. Guinea to the short side, stabbing it through. Muliaina getting back, and he's had to cart it over his own goal line. And it'll be a 5-metre scrum. Well, all the pressure coming from the Wallabies.
Yeah, well, Marsh, it's the accuracy around the breakdown that's going to be the worrying factor for Graham Henry. All Blacks just not getting enough numbers there at all. Wonderful example coming up. Muliaina, cool and composed under pressure, all that 90 capped experience.
Wait for my call, please.
Well, New Zealand had the ball under control and then just lost it in contact, and it was actually kicked through on the Australian side. He was playing advantage for a knock-on, which it wasn't, but Australia are going to get a scrum 5.
And there's some hands on some hips. The Australian intensity at the breakdown and with the ball in hand is full on. They are up for this.
Pause. Engage.
Leading by Quade Cooper's early try.
Wait. Yeah, I saw a couple of things there.
In conditions like this, with the surface slipping under you, very important for the tight fire of the front row and the locks to get the legs up further.
Out, boot off.
So as they make impact, they can adjust for the 6 inches that the surface is going to move.
Come here.
Worrying hit in the scrum there for the All Blacks. The Australians won the hit, and they were moving forward at a rate of knots there. The All Blacks will have to be aware that they were beaten to the jump there. This is a dangerous position to be in.
Is that understood? Thank you.
Now, the All Blacks tried to get the hit on the first scrum and were penalised or free kicked for going early.
Come on.
The All Blacks in this one, Tony, very much about Tony Woodcock getting his left-hand side up to make it square. Give Richie McCaw the best possible angle to Quade Cooper.
Well, Mitchell is sitting up in the line for the Wallabies. In from the left wing.
Engage!
Screwing, and Jimmy Cowan's come round. He's made a real nuisance of himself, but he's put it out almost directly into touch. So he did some good work, very good work, but you can see his frustration that his kick just slewed off the side of his boot and almost directly into touch.
Oh, it's gratifying when you do that as a halfback. Feels so good to disrupt that ball, and so frustration when you're attacking halfback. But he did well, Jimmy Cowan, to just take away that advantage that Australia had there. But they're still under the pump, New Zealand.
Well, they've got their 3 tall men down towards the back. And it's Chisholm, they go to Guinea. Off it goes to Cooper, to Ghetto. Running at them, Mator makes the tackle.
Hands out!
Coming for the Australians yet again. Chisholm flying at him was Thorne, but he manages to stretch ahead in the tackle. Mialamu driving through, and Thorne's got it for the All Blacks. So there's great work by Kevin Mialamu.
Outside.
Now off it goes to Carter, and he kicks deep. O'Connor having to go back. And eventually it's Cooper. Rokethoko coming at him, and he's got him. But O'Connor stayed in touch. Awkward kick, and it's been picked up by Jimmy Cowan, and he's called a forward pass.
Yeah, it was. I think you're straight in line with that, weren't you, Camo? Jimmy Cowan did well to sweep up the kick because it was a dangerous one from O'Connor. Unfortunately, he just let the throw go forward.
Yeah, had the All Blacks with the momentum going forward, running onto it. Unfortunately, just unleashed it a bit early. Good kick chase, though, Joe Rokethoko. Kano up there, Nonu been important in the last 5 minutes for Martin Nonu. Made a mistake early, gave away a penalty, knocked the ball on.
Crouch.
But since then, it's steadily improving.
Well, you could see from the replay
guys,
that the
let's get
pass
sorted
really
quicker, all right?
was forward.
Come on, get down.
This is the 140th clash between New Zealand and Australia.
Touch.
It's
Pause.
such a great
Engage.
rivalry. New Zealand trying to put some heat on. And Guinea did not want to put the ball in.
Yes, now for the All Blacks in this scrum, we're going to get a good
Okay, you take the
example of
pressure
Owen
here.
Franks,
I don't
the
want you
tight
pushing
head
through
side
till
on the
the ball
right
is in.
hand.
I want to steady
He'll be the one that
scrum,
want to get the momentum
Okay,
up.
come.
A lot harder, of course, scrummaging to get the tight head side
Where's the
up.
mark? Crouch.
But once again, to give Richie McCaw the best possible angle at Cooper. So watch the explosive nature.
Yeah,
Who
I
can
know
get over
where
the game line
Franks
first?
There's Franks
Touch.
up against
Pause.
Ben Robinson.
Engage.
And Robinson, well, just losing his footing. And, well, Pocock just having a little word there with Richie McCaw.
Good to see. Good to see.
Here we are.
I think it was Robinson that just slipped there. It was a straight
Gentlemen.
slip.
Okay,
His legs went from underneath him. There he goes. He's just gone straight down. You
I
can't.
recommend that you keep it up.
We're going to see a lot of that, I'm afraid. And McCaw there
Ball in.
having a little boot in the backside, which Pocock didn't appreciate.
We get the gap. You just get yourself set so you're opposite the gap, all right? Okay, he's not coming in. You just set your own position. Crouch.
Well, it's disappointing that this surface hasn't improved in the last 2 years.
Okay.
And Owen Franks says,
Here
what's
we are. You're
the
coming right
problem?
in. You're coming right in. Right in. Right in. Here you go.
Well, the issue
Crouch.
is here, Tony. The Wallabies don't want to be as close as
Right
what
in.
the All Blacks want to be at scrum time. They want to stand a bit further away
Give him
and
a
engage. The All Blacks want to take away their space.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Well, again, the All Blacks try and screw it. McCalman caught by Jimmy Cowan, and the All Blacks get a penalty. Great work from Kieran Reid.
There's the mark. There's the mark.
Perfect execution from the All Blacks. That's what they wanted to do. Frank's got his side up well. They spun it around, but not too much, which forces number 8 to have to pick the ball up. Because of that, it spins the flanker into play, and Reid did the perfect job by getting over the ball and creating the turnover. Very well executed. A chance for New Zealand to get themselves into the game.
Well, Carter's going to have a shot.
I'm going to bring you right in. Seriously, you're going to be so close.
Here it is
Okay,
again,
the touch is going to be
and
like
you can
this.
see what Justin was talking about. McCalman, no option but to pick it up.
But listen, your prop has got to give
By
himself-
spinning it like
okay,
that,
where he's
basically
coming
what they
down,
do
he's
is
got
they
to
spin
give
it
him
right
space
into where
for
Jimmy
his opposite
Cowan's
number to go
standing.
into. Okay? At the moment, he's slightly in. He could be a little bit wider without giving himself exposed. Okay?
There he is. He was a former scrum half, he was. See, we know everything about scrummaging. Richie's just nodding his head, going, oh, yeah, okay, yep.
Well, Carter, opportunity for New Zealand to get some points on the board after a shaky start. Out near 50 metres. Struck it well enough, and it's hit the post. Cooper to clear.
Stand!
So a poster from Dan Carter, but he'll at least be encouraged by the fact that he hit that well.
Yeah, Tony, the All Blacks' first real attacking chance. A line out, Thorne at the back.
Well, they've had one go against the throw so far, the All Blacks. So they go to the front, and again it's Elsom who gets up and disrupts. So that's 2, but a penalty. Well, I think he's ruled that they closed the gap in contesting, and that's why he was able to really get in the face of Kieran Reid. Watch Nathan Sharp here. He lifted him, but he stepped right in across the line out.
Rough one, I reckon.
No.
I think they,
have a
you know,
look,
that's what it's about, isn't it? The All Blacks knew where it was going. The Australians competed in the right place, and they turned the ball over. So I think they can feel slightly aggrieved about that one. However, it gives Carter another chance in a reasonably similar position. Did he learn from the first?
Yeah, and this breeze isn't helping or favouring at all, blowing straight down the ground. It's northerly, left to right as we see it.
Well, he was kicking well in the warm-ups. This one about 10 metres closer to the posts. And he has pushed it away to the left. So 2 early opportunities missed by each team, and the score remains 5-0. That's 2 penalty opportunities. Australia, of course, with the try by Quade Cooper leading it. And Cooper going wide out to the right has become the trend. Richie McCaw goes up, does ever so well because he was under pressure. Franks lobs the pass away to Nono. He's going to have a go at Cooper. And well, not doing a very good job of hanging on to him either. His defence is his weakness. The All Blacks headed up through Mialamu. Now they bring it back to Carter. Onto Richie McCaw. Charges into Robinson. And they drive ahead on the 22, the All Blacks. Good front football, Carter. Little show of the ball, and then quick hands. Donnelly tries to put a kick ahead. Picked up by Drew Mitchell.
Black 12 in the side.
And he's got Nono here for going in the side.
Yeah, he was on the side. He came directly in. I don't think you're going to see him shaking his head this time. He thought he could possibly get away with it. I don't think it was a good decision from Donnelly there to drop the ball onto the foot. They really had them under pressure there. It was good work. Nono did well initially, like you said, TJ, to test Quade Cooper. He's done that twice already. We've seen him break once. He nearly broke then. Obviously an area they've targeted. Cooper not renowned for his defence.
That's a pretty good kick from Quade Cooper. He was jammed up against the touchline, kicking into the breeze, and he's taken play up over halfway. This is where, what are you suggesting? He should have just taken it in, recycled again?
Yep.
Important line out for Donnelly now, make up for that mistake.
And Sharp goes up nicely. Cooper, they're up on him quickly. Ashley Cooper breaking through. He's going to be confronted here by James Stepson, and Ashley Cooper's going to score. Well, he wants to make centre his home. He's lived in the shadow of Sterling Mortlock, and he's done something there that Mortlock would be proud of.
Yeah, what a bust from Ashley Cooper. The thing that is really good about what he does is when he breaks the line, because he can also play on the wing or out at fullback where he's accustomed to. Watch Jimmy Cowan here. This is an All Black tactic, obviously. He's looking to put pressure on Quade Cooper. The rest of the line doesn't come up. Now look at the footwork and the step. That's the finishing of a winger. Playing at centre, that's why he's gone over. There's the dive.
Well, Martin Nono just too easily threw him there.
Well, they're coming up quick, the All Blacks. They're coming up very fast. Their line speed is quick to try and cut down Cooper. If you don't shut him down before the pass, though, a guy like this will hit the line and bust you apart. And as we can see, he can finish. Look at that. A bit of shenanigans after the try.
Yeah, might have been some communication error there. Marshy, Carter coming up on the drift. He had the side-on tackle. Nono coming up from the outside. None of them made it.
Oh, the try is converted. And so Australia leading it now by 12-0. What a try by Adam Ashley Cooper. Well, the Wallabies have made a fantastic start here. Carter with the kick. Guinea takes it. Now Mitchell. Well, the All Blacks have had their opportunities, but they haven't been clinical. Can they force a turnover?
Away, Black, tackle! Here. Oh, it's buried in there.
They force a scrum on the 22.
Come it down. Goal ball.
Well, you mentioned it, TJ, and it's a good point that you made, that the Wallabies have made a good start, but they've done that so far this year, haven't they? And their inexperience and the fact that they've let teams filter their way back into the game must be in the back of their minds. The All Blacks, from their perspective now, need to put some pressure on Australia, because the Wallabies have let good leads slip so far this year, particularly against South Africa, as we saw earlier in the Tri-Nations.
Kurtley Beale standing just to the right. Oh, free kick to the All Blacks. And there's the Wallabies trying to get that hit, which is going to be so important on this shifty surface. What are the All Blacks going to do? I don't know whether the scrum's necessarily the best option here because of this surface. It's almost making it a bit of a lottery.
They're having a scrum, Tony, but it's a line out that's been under pressure as well. Marsh, get it back to that point you were making before. Got about composure, this All Black side. That try just scored before was on the back of a mistake from Donnelly. They'll take that on board, thinking they had the execution going well, and they'll wipe the slate clean. 12-0 down, but in this current environment with this All Black side, it's not unreachable.
Well, Joe Rokothoko's come into first receiver on the left. Carter outside him, then Nonu. So will they go that way, or will they go to the right where Muliaina and Jane are waiting? The All Blacks have it, and they do go to the right. And just losing his footing there, Jimmy Cowan. There for the All Blacks, though, and Kano driving ahead powerfully. Coming now for Cowan, dive passing to Carter, to McCaw in midfield, trying to commit a couple and offload, but he's lost it forward. And Beale will bash it away downfield. Trouble. And he's tearing after it. Muliaina striding back for New Zealand. Beale could get there first. Can't control it. O'Connor's got it. Now Beale just ducking and weaving, waiting for someone to pass to. Big trouble again as the Wallabies have it. Ashley Cooper to Cooper. On it goes to Elsom, a little bit flat-footed, but the power to drive through the first tackle.
Push back.
Well, the Wallabies counter-attacking brilliantly, and here they come again. Ghetto running onto it, trying to get around Rokotoko. Grabs him. Cowan trying to flick the ball away, but it's there again for the Wallabies. Robinson had to wait for the pass. Guinea. And, well, the referee got in the way.
Oh.
And he's whistled up a scrum feed to the Australians.
I think, luckily for the All Blacks, the referee got in the road, because Alexander had run a good line. This is what Guinea does very well. He goes out, takes a step, looks to draw the defenders. Look at the turnover. This is very good from Beale. Look at the speed of him. He can move. He gets to the ball first. The toe kick goes on. There we go, the toe kick on. They recycle the ball, but the All Blacks scrambled so well to get out of that. There's the ball. Oh, and it was Conrad Smith that was blocked out.
Well, Conrad Smith was the man who got back to make the tackle on James O'Connor. They were really stretched.
Oh, stretched.
It was a ricochet that went straight to the young winger. Oh, free kick again, and this time it's a penalty, in fact.
Repeated infringement, full arm.
Well, okay, he's gone from a free kick to a penalty. And the progression, of course, suggests that if they keep doing it, he might end up going for his pocket. But at the moment, the All Blacks can't take a trick. Penalties and free kicks about the only thing going right for them.
The problem is with the surface, obviously the scrums are a bit debatable as to, you know, who gets the hit and who doesn't, and there's going to be a bit of disruption there with the footing. And because of that, you know, it's going to make it a bit of a stop-start affair unless they can get this engaged right and get the ball free.
The All Blacks try and speed it up. They get it, although not convincingly. Ma'anonu running onto it. Cowan doubling around cleverly now. Straightening it up is Conrad Smith. He's got Carter outside him. Gets it away to Muliaina. Mitchell made the tackle on the 22. Cowan tried to duck down the short side. Wasn't knocked on, said the referee, and Brad Thorne has a charge at them. All Blacks are there.
No.
Corey Jane comes away with it. On to Nonu. Now it's Kieran Reid running hard at them. Reid looks for the offload, and it's Kevin Mialamu. Can he get it down? I think he's been held up here.
Up, scrum.
Oh, brilliant defence.
That is brilliant defence. If that's Elsom, he needed to do it, TJ, because he came in unnecessarily and tried to make a spot tackle, which compromised the outside, and if he's got the work rate to get back, his teammates will be patting him on the back.
Well, let's have a look and see. He's convinced that Mialamu didn't get it down, and I have to say, at first look, felt the same. Beale's done well, and it's on his knee. It's on Beale's knee initially, and then he's turned him over. So that's great work from the fullback.
Yep. Beale does well, Elsom's over the top, and this game is motoring at a rate of knots.
Well, that's fantastic defence from Beale.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Big chance there for the All Blacks, and they get another one now from the scrum. Cowan, off it goes to Carter. Gets out of the tackle of Giteau. Ashley Cooper getting to his feet a little gingerly as Kano strides towards the goal line. McCaw has a go. Can't get it over. Cowan goes to the left. They've got an overlap. Rokotoko.
Oh,
Well, good desperate defence from the Wallabies. Now Cowan! Jimmy Cowan strikes back for the All Blacks.
Well, we spoke about the composure. They really needed it there. I thought possibly Rokethoko should have thrown the pass. They had an opportunity out wide. It was Franks out there. It was raising his eyebrows, or his head expression was, you should have given me the pass. However, Rokethoko recycled. Jimmy Cowan pounced on the ball, and the All Blacks, after all this pressure, do cross the line eventually.
Watch Jerome Kano, because he gave the All Blacks so much impetus, Camo.
Yeah, and literally Dan Carter, the strength to get out of the Giteau tackle. That's great reward for the All Blacks. For once, down here on attack, they didn't make a mistake, didn't turn the ball over to give it to the Wallabies, held on to possession for multiple phases. In the end, Jimmy Cowan sneak under the sticks.
Well, gap the width of the Tasman Sea for him to run through. Carter converts, and the All Blacks get points on the board when they so desperately needed them.
The breeze is dropping a little bit.
Now that's got too much on it. First mistake of the game from Quade Cooper, and that All Black try, well, what has it done to the psyche of this game? The Wallabies in so much control.
It was all Australia, wasn't it? And that's the problem that they've had all year. They just can't have the composure when they get a good lead to keep themselves in the game. We've seen mistakes like we've just seen there, but also they are really starting to fall off some tackles, and the All Blacks are breaking the advantage line with ease. Australia need to work themselves back into this game. A look of anguish on Pocock. Can they compose themselves and get back into this match?
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Well, good hit from the All Blacks. And in it goes. Well, some real heat on the scrum. Kieran Reid goes to the short side. It's not a great pass. Rokethoko has to go back for it and drives ahead in determined fashion. Pocock over the ball, but can't do anything about it. Carter, flat pass now to Kano. And again, good strength from the Auckland man. Good phase play now. Mia Lamu having a run at them. All Blacks quickly into support. Now Reid. So the All Blacks now starting to make some inroads. Carter drags the pass down, pops the ball in field to Thorne, starting to really stretch the defence. Muliaina gets rid of it. Franks was waiting. Now Nonu again charges into Cooper, breaking. And the All Blacks building. Mialamu again. Carter now takes over. Reid into a bit of a hole. He's got Jane with him. Corey Jane. Second try for the All Blacks. And now the Wallabies are the ones starting to worry.
Yeah, they certainly are. The finish from Corey Jane was all about upper body strength on Kurtley Beale. We saw how strong Beale was before in holding up Kevin Mialamu. Well, Jane, this time he just pushed them aside. The point that I'm trying to make is that's where the All Blacks are starting to dominate. Kaino's powering through tackles, Reid power through tackles, and Corey Jane does it as well. Their upper body strength, the ability, bang, he just pushes them off to finish the try, but also make the advantage line with offloads, with strength at the contact. They're winning that competition now, Camo.
Yeah, they're settling into their work, aren't they, Justin? Giving better numbers at the breakdown. Mistake-free rugby, so they're not turning the ball over and easing the pressure to the Wallabies. And very clinical at the end. Kieran Reid running with the ball in two hands, questioning the defence. Draw and pass, simple. Corey Jane easing the right-hand corner. 12 all, Tony.
Well, Robbie Deans will be alarmed. The All Blacks off to a very ragged start, and really just a couple of attacks that they've managed to keep it going, and they have busted the Australians. Now Carter, can you believe, has the opportunity now to put New Zealand in front. Got the first one, and the second one looks very good, and the All Blacks are in front. So a couple of early misses from penalty goals, one off the post, and that's a nice conversion from Dan Carter. Kieran Reid, well, from the moment he got the ball, the Aussies were in big trouble. Kick skids along the surface, not taken cleanly by Brad Thorne, nor by Corey Jane, the try scorer, and Muliaina having to go back, so the Wallabies stung. It's there, though, for New Zealand, or penalty. Well, bit untidy. It was a tricky kick.
Here.
Unconventional, skidding along the surface. And the All Blacks had 2 goes, 2 players trying to tidy it up, didn't do so. And what are they going to do? They're going to have a shot.
Just very clever from Australia. Look, the momentum was definitely with New Zealand. The only way you can get yourself back into the game in this situation is for something to happen in your favour. You can either let that be the opposition letting you into the game, or do something that sort of is unpredictable. That's what they've done so far at their kickoffs. They won the ball back, so that's very good from them.
Yeah, but Justin, the surface was a concern to both coaching staff prior to this game. And just see as it wears on the game, and maybe when we start to debate it after the match, it's going to be a big talking point.
That's going to bump around, I agree, Carmo, a little bit, but hey, it's still a firm surface, and we've hardly seen any kicks in play. Both teams are looking and willing to run the ball, and we've seen some end-to-end stuff already, so it'll play a little factor at set-piece time and maybe the odd bounce of the ball from a kick. But in general, TJ, not a bad game so far.
No, certainly plenty of action. Drew Mitchell deserves a lot of credit for this, because he got right up and hassled Corey Jane as he was trying to tidy the ball up. So Giteau, and he's pushed that away to the right. Well, is it going to count against them again? Is it going to cost them?
Yeah, are they playing left-right?
No.
Is Giteau going to kick from that side and Beale from the other, or have they just decided to swap Beale after 2 kicks from like about 50 metres out? Well, I don't know what their tactics are there.
They tried that earlier on in the year, didn't they? But well, counter not taken cleanly by Ashley Cooper. Conrad Smith has it, and here's Kano. Has his feet taken out from underneath him.
No, you went in here, but there's no knock-on advantage over here. Stay on your feet,
the All
don't
Blacks,
seal it
by the
off,
sound
okay?
of it, almost he hadn't called advantage over from the knock-on by Ashley Cooper. Otherwise, that would have been a penalty to Australia.
Well, Justin, at the Australian kicking session here yesterday on this ground, Kurtley Beale was practicing, James O'Connor was kicking, and I think of all the 4 of them, they were kicking Quade Cooper and Giteau. O'Connor was actually striking the best yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised in the second half to see him throwing the ball.
He's the next cab off the rank, isn't he, Carmo, I guess? I wouldn't want to take the job at the moment. They must be a bit anxious when they're stepping up there, given their history of late.
They've missed 3 out of 4 so far. And again, pressure at scrum time.
Stay up.
So some familiar problems starting to come back to haunt the Australians. It's still only 14-12, though. And Woodcock, he looks happy in a props kind of way, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Shoulders, chest pumped out after winning a scrum. Look at that.
No smile, though.
No. That's given something away, that is. Smiling.
Look at the heat going both sides, really. I think Franks is doing a bit of a job there on Robinson, and again untidy at the line out. And 2 players down on the ground. 1 for each team.
Come off, please. 2 players down.
And I think Donnelly for New Zealand. Just Pete Gallagher out there, the trainer, getting his ankle seen to, and also Mark Chisholm. Yeah, he looks in a bit of discomfort, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it might have just been a collision. It was an old school line out. I don't think there was a lot of lifting. No, there wasn't. They tried to fake the lift and then throw the ball short to the prop who was at the front. Unfortunately, they look like they both came down on different angles, and there's a chapter of errors there. There's bodies all over the place, but both players are back on their feet, thankfully.
And you see the leg come down, didn't you? He got knocked in the air, checked by the shoulder. Left ankle came down and twisted.
And in the meantime, Will Genia feeling the full force of Kevin Mialamu as he went back to try and get the ball. Sam Whitelock warming up. It's an Australian scrum feed.
Touch. Pause.
Oh, they went in early again.
You might have got a smile out of Owen Franks then, Tony.
I doubt it. Not while the game's on. Well, they got some real problems there. Look at the look on Ben Robinson's face. Some old demons coming back to haunt them here, the Wallabies, after such a blistering start.
So the next thing is, no, it'll go to cards to identify who goes early. And that's the signal they're going to get now.
So Richie McCaw, as we just heard there faintly in the background, And as we hear the siren as well, so an important kick here for Dan Carter to just get this All Blacks slightly ahead. Has said that Carter's is the next option, and it's got to be, because we don't want to see this all day. It just deters from the game. We can't have reset scrums and penalties. We all want to see the ball in play. And look at the two props. They're not happy. Things aren't going right for them, the Australians.
Also, some very good captaincy there by McCord, just making the inquiry. How many more of these, sir?
90 caps tends to do that, doesn't it? He's been around the traps.
Dan Carter in his 75th Test match will put the All Blacks further in front going into half-time, and he struck it well. It's over. So after a shocking start, the All Blacks go in with a 5-point lead at half-time. The All Blacks will kick off in the second half. The breeze just looks like it's switched around a little. Maybe more going across the ground now. And the All Blacks switching direction. Donnelly getting up after it, knocking it back in field, but it's out on the full. So a mistake there from Carter, just as Quade Cooper did in the first half.
Yeah, Carter caught out as well, like Cooper was. A set play from the All Blacks. They put only Donnelly. You can see the players walking back there. Donnelly was the only forward across this side on the left, and he was looking to get a one-on-one opportunity just to contest for the ball and tap it down to maybe a Rokothoko or a Conrad Smith, who was also there. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't quite on. It wasn't far off, though. We can see Donnelly here. He's the only forward across. Rokothoko's looking for the dregs, but he can't get the execution quite right.
Tony, plenty of chat at the half-time break with the referee about the speed of the scrum engage. Slower than what we're used to in the Tri-Nations in the ITM Cup.
Pause. Engage.
The All Blacks looking to screw the scrum. McCalman's had some difficulty getting the ball away in those situations. It's there for Guinea, so the Aussies get it the first go at it in the second half. Grubbering it through there is Quade Cooper. Well, they've picked a couple of lineouts off the All Blacks Australia, so happy to put the ball out inside the 22.
It was almost a kick in general play, which we've hardly seen. Good from Cooper, though. He showed a balance to his game there, took the ball to the line, threatened, and then thread it through the gap.
All Blacks trying to speed the line out up, and Kieran Reid's done well, using Corey Jane to try and crash it up, get it close to the 22. Now Carter, popping it back in field to Nonu. He's made some ground again. He gets it back to Kano, loses the ball behind him. And no knock-on, says the referee. Now the whistle will go. It was indeed a knock-on. Thought originally he was going to wave it on.
Oh, that was Nonu again on Cooper, I believe. Cooper's going to go low on him because he's strong up top. There's Nonu. Carter does well to bring the play back. The All Blacks looking to create from inside their own 22. There's the bump off. He has gone too high, actually, it was this time, Cooper. He's tried to go low. He's now tried to go high, and he's having trouble dealing with Ma'u Nonu today.
There's your mark.
The All Blacks almost getting it back. There's Phil Blake in shot there, former Auckland or New Zealand Warrior many years ago. Now the defence coach for the Wallabies.
Pause.
Man, he's just had a triple bypass. Now he's become a Test rugby coach. Richie McCaw going in as McCalman took it off the back, and well, they nearly lost it there, the Australians. But it's coming for Guinea. Has to burrow in for it. Now they go to the short side. Elsom, little show of the ball. Makes ground too. Donnelly made the tackle. So the Wallabies looking to start well in the second half. Nathan Sharp. Now they go open again. Cooper, flat pass to Pocock. Now running from depth is Ghetto. Beale up into the line. Curtly Beale pops the pass away to O'Connor. Wallabies threatening early in the second half. Guinea off to Cooper again, running across field. Now the pass to Mitchell. They've got numbers. Ashley Cooper. Cut down about 7 from the corner. Robinson off to McCalman to Moore. Recycling again. Guinea has a little dart. Robinson now. And coming through, the All Blacks trying to disrupt Carter it was. Guinea has it again. Cooper, what can they conjure up? Beale from depth. Elsom now pushing off tacklers, getting to the line, but I don't think he's got it down either. Coming on the All Black side, and Cowan gets rid of it. Great defence again from the All Blacks. Mitchell's gone back. Now he's looking for a runner, and then decides to have them on. Hit hard on the tackle. Franks it was, but it's there for the Wallabies. Now McCalman. Now the All Blacks defending their line. Rocky Elsom going close early in the second half. Ashley Cooper trying to get through. Smith around the ankles, as he so often does. Beale. In fact, it's Guinea. Throws the dummy. Will Guinea. Cowan's got it in and stolen it, though. Oh, that's another great piece of play from Cowan. Wallabies trying to come through, and they've got it. It's Chisholm. Guinea scragged. It's getting very loose around the fringes. The All Blacks trying to counter-ruck. Here it comes eventually for the Wallabies. Well, Mitchell eventually plays halfback. Cooper, Giteau again running from depth. O'Connor trying to step, and doing so. O'Connor! Again taken by desperate cover defence. Coming for Elsom. Rocky Elsom has a charge. There it is again. Cooper to the short side. Stabbing a little kick through. No, wrong option.
Very good, Jimmy Cowan. He was the man there that gathered that kick through, which was, again, not a good option. However, he was the man who made the tackle on James O'Connor, doing what he should do, sweeping across the back of the line. Connor tried to put the step on him. Cowan was up to it and lowered him. A tackle that needed to be made.
Big rap for Ma'anono too in this bottom left-hand corner. Marshy hold up Rocky Elsom, turned over the ball, and that got the ABs out of trouble.
Well, Carter stabbing the kick low for Kieran Reid. Almost got it, but lost it forward. Well, the Wallabies get the chance here. He's playing advantage. Cooper fires it across field to Beale. Here they come again. Kurtley Beale trying to step. Two New Zealand loosies making the tackle. McCaw penalised. And a chance for a shot at goal.
This game has been played at a hectic pace. Both teams moving the ball around, but particularly in the second half, Australia have had all the possession.
Well, here's Rocky Elsom going close, and look how good New Zealand's defence had to be. Kano was the man, and Ma'anono then going in to smother the ball, and they got the turnover. And this is O'Connor.
Look at the footwork of O'Connor. He's got marvellous, marvellous feet. Cowan lined him up, didn't panic, lowered him beautifully. And here's the penalty. McCaw is the tackler.
And I think the ruck had formed.
The ruck had formed, yes.
Well, it's breathtaking stuff.
Well, the All Blacks have to be reasonably happy if they only manage to, if this is, and Giteau's got his demons, I know, leak 3 points, because it's been all Aussie.
Well, he's just on the left-hand side of the field, just to test your theory here, Justin. So this is an opportunity to close it back up to 2. And he has missed it again.
Well, I can't understand why Beale hasn't been given another opportunity. He scuffed under one, the second one. The first one wasn't a bad strike, and Giteau's got to be lacking confidence. Beale, they just replaced without even giving him a chance to have an easy kick at goal.
Well, Matt Giteau missed a conversion that cost them a test against Scotland. He missed 3 handy penalties that cost them a test against England and Australia, and he left 10 points out there in Sydney in the last Bledisloe Cup test. And he's already matched that almost here today. Franks has it for the All Blacks. Good restart. There for Cowan to the short side, and away to Kieran Reid. Cowan again, fires it off. Carter was calling for it. Flat ball into centre field. Little show, and then a drive ahead from Kevin Mialamu. Coming for Cowan to Carter, running at the line now, getting it away to Muliaina. Frees it up for Kieran Reid again. Now Jane, bouncing in field. Again, Cooper missing the tackle. Might be a turnover here, though. It is. And they go to the short side. Here's Cooper. Slams the kickoff downfield, out on the full. Well, I think his confidence has been fractured here. I think he's missed tackles, and now he's made his second kick out on the full.
Here's the middle.
One from a restart. That one just going for too much.
Well, Justin, one of the big questions heading into this game was about Quade Cooper, how he can control the game. And if given the chance for the lead, can he close it? And now the ability to change the game plan once again for the Wallabies. He may be lacking a little bit. I say Tuiava, Tony, sideline, going through some warm-up drills, tackling, getting the right shoulder in. Looks like he may be the first replacement.
The All Blacks starting to get into their pattern very well now. What they do is they use Reid on that outside channel. He carted up the ball initially, as we see Tuiava warming up with Braid. Will he be injected shortly? Then Reid recycles himself back on his feet and they go back to him, and he's finding yards down that outside channel and freeing up his backs. It's a very good tactic. He's a good ball runner in open space. Jane looks like he's got a bang on the shoulder. It might have been that collision, funnily enough, with Quade Cooper, who actually came off second best, but it might have hurt Jane a bit more, but he's pretty tough. He's back on his feet.
Well, Robbie Deans might be going to his bench fairly soon. Berrick Barnes is warming up. I wonder whether Cooper might be headed for the drag here. All Blacks have the line out, not tidy though, and they've given it away to Pocock. Well, they'll need to sort that out. Now the kick ahead from Guinea, and look at those All Black forwards having to run back, but there's no chase at all from the Wallabies, and that one has gone into touch and goal, and they'll come all the way back. Well, what are the Wallabies doing here? They made such a great start, and now it's starting to go pear-shaped. Well, it's a bit early in the game to be saying that, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. Here's the bumbled ball again from the line out. Pocock does very well. Jane's shoulder's okay, look at that. This is a set play, obviously. Oh, it's off a turnover. Okay. Excuse me, it's off a turnover. So obviously Mitchell wasn't aware what Guinea was going to do. Guinea spotted the gap. However, there was no chase, and now they find themselves in a compromised position on halfway.
Come right up. Oh.
And their scrum has been struggling, as we know.
Crouch.
So it looks like Tuiava not far away from coming on for the All Blacks.
Engage.
That's a more solid scrum. Usually is on the All Black ball. Off it goes to Carter, looking for a runner. It's Conrad Smith, slips the first tackle, gets it away to McClaw. Gallops over the 10-metre mark. Good quick ball for the All Blacks. Smith fires it off to Nonu. Trying to push off the tackle of Ashley Cooper. Can't do so. Snapped up by Mialamu. All Blacks just out from the 22 here. Off it goes to Carter. Kieran Reid waiting to head it up. McCaw goes in heavy, sunk of bodies there. Now Muliaina pops it to Rokothoko, really driving at that Wallaby defence. Oh, good work, David Pocock.
He was able.
He's been trying all day as Pocock, but the All Blacks have been good. They've obviously targeted him. They know that he's good in this area. It's his biggest strength. They just couldn't get there in time this time. Carmo, he was over the ball nice and quick.
You're right, Justin. They've put a lot of energy this week into the All Black training around containing the threat of David Pocock.
Well, the kick wasn't a great one from Cooper, and the Wallabies have it. Guinea swatting off Kano, gets it away to O'Connor, running hard at them. Ball squirted out, snapped up by Cooper, offloads it, nicely done. You see Tony Woodcock there trying to rip the ball away from Chisholm. Coming for the Wallabies, haven't made any ground yet. Now Cooper spots a couple of forwards, nice lateral pass to Beale, hits some solid defence, and the All Blacks have got it. Mialamu. Well, it's tremendous defence from the All Blacks again. Cowan comes away with it, boots it downfield, and Guinea having to double back. Rokothoko giving chase. Fires it in field to Beale, and Rokothoko came at him. He did well, Kurtley Beale, because Rokothoko just kept on chasing.
It's certainly one of the impressive features of this All Black side, what they're doing off the ball as well. Rokothoko's initial chase was good, but he didn't give up. And he kept chasing again and put pressure on Beale.
The All Blacks need to make sure of their lineouts. It's been one thing that hasn't been all that good. Donnelly drifting back, he's got it. Off it goes to Carter, to Conrad Smith. Now Kano moving it on. Muliaina accelerates, then gets the ball. Nice ball in field to Richie McCaw. Storming up to the 22. McCaw! Taken 15 out from the line. Here it comes for the All Blacks. Carter. Kieran Reid in midfield. Pops the pass. Ma'anonu. Nonu! Ma'anonu scores! Wonderful work from the All Black captain in his 90th test.
Fantastic finish from Martin Nonu. However, the Aussies were way too easily outflanked by the All Blacks. It was just a simple set play. They outflanked them. Look at the strength of McCaw, the leg drive through Quade Cooper leaves him lying in his dust. The recycle, the clean out to Eva's there. Miliaina shifts the ball. He doesn't wait for Cowan. The ball again from Carter is nice. Reid, as we've seen, offloading. Carter spots out more. I should say Nonu, and over he goes. Too easy, the All Blacks. They're getting through those tackles. No problem now.
Well, Nonu's eyes lit up when he saw Stephen Moore there, didn't he? The mismatch is waiting for the outside step, the speed. Quade Cooper, well, valiant there, but no good up against the All Black skipper, Richie McCaw. Determination, aggression, but once more, that try on the back of mistake-free rugby. The All Blacks hold on to the ball for multiple phases. They're good enough to finish.
Well, they are throwing everything at Quade Cooper. He's going to look up soon and see a kitchen sink coming his way, and he is falling off tackles. And now Carter has a chance to make it a 12-point lead. Takes plenty of time. And he converts it. So 9 points now for Carter after a couple of early misses, and the All Blacks lead by 24 to 12.
The determination from Richie McCaw. Look, he just pushes Quade Cooper to the ground in the finish. Beale does well to get him from behind, but the damage was already done.
And poor old Stephen Moore, nightmare scenario. Cooper, well, they've gone back to deep kicks. Toiava underneath it. Off it goes immediately to Muliaina to McCaw again. What a game he's having. Kieran Reid. Cowan, Nialamu, so the All Blacks quite happy to keep it in hand inside their own 22. Now maybe Carter will kick. No, he pops it back in field to Muliaina trying to slice through. Pocock doing well to make the tackle. Now the offload from Donnelly to McCaw, and they're stretching them again. It's Franks up to the 10-metre mark. McCaw, back it goes. Thorne has a charge at them. Oh, this is building nicely for the All Blacks. Can they keep it going? Donnelly this time has a charge.
Hands out now, it's a run.
Well, squirting out the side though and scooped up by the Wallabies. Here's a chance. Elsom chops back in field, gets it away. This is Alexander. Can he link up with Ghetto? He can. Ghetto stumbling over his old man, his own teammates. And good work over the ball from Kevin Mialamu and Mills Muliaina. He fell over his own man. And the All Blacks, well, it was a penalty just waiting to happen from that point on.
It was Pocock who made the turnover initially. The break from Elsom. But what you've got to recognise is we watched the turnover. Pocock's on his feet. He's played the ball. It actually comes out. He's still on his feet. The All Blacks are getting back. When this ball goes to the ground, when Ghetto finally gets it, there was 2 All Blacks over that ball fighting for it. They are working hard for each other.
Well, Stephen Donald starting to warm up now. Donnelly down the back. That's good ball. Now they can drive it at them. The Wallabies not committing numbers now. They'll have to. Now comes the counter. Very quick to call once. It had hardly stopped, really. Now they've got to move it. And Jimmy Cowan obliges. Carter. On it goes to Smith. Now nice flat ball away to Muliaina, accelerating. Went into the tackle. And the All Blacks might have lost this. Oh no, arm goes out the other way. And I thought he was going to ping the All Blacks there, maybe for losing it. Carter now. Now Kano. He's been very threatening. Rokothoko away to Cowan. Off to Carter. Things could open up here for the All Blacks. Good tackle made by Guinea. Rokothoko again to the short side. Left the ball behind. Oh, he's called a forward pass. You're kidding. Oh, sorry, a knock forward, I beg your pardon, but I don't know about that. But anyway.
Lost forward here.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Rokothoko was up to there. I think he initially thought about kicking, changed his mind, and by that time it was almost too late. But the game now has been played at a really, really tough pace, and I think too, yeah, he's looking like he wants to kick it. Then he decides not to, and he sort of leaves it behind, but the momentum is forward because he's moving forward. He's just left the ball behind, but it doesn't mean it hasn't gone forward.
Well, Marsh, you've got 22 minutes to go. You can imagine both of these teams haven't played for 6 weeks. The Wallabies have been in camp for a month. The All Blacks just for the 2 weeks. But fatigue and the bench will now start to play a big factor.
Well, I think the All Blacks would like to get another one on the board before they take Carter off. And then Donald can come out as the closer. But it's an Australian feed there. Scrum woes have abated a bit because they haven't had that many put-ins in the second half. Plenty of action down on the All Black bench, as Ian Jones suggested. I think players they like to get up and go for a trot, but I think the Wallabies not far off making a double change. Dean Mumm and Saya Fainga warming up for the Wallabies.
Engage.
All Blacks again trying to put the squeeze on. Well, Rocky Elsom's giving the evil eye to the man on the sideline, the assistant referee, but you just look at the resets on the All Black feed, resets on the Wallaby feed. There's quite an imbalance there now.
Yeah, there certainly is. They're just not getting any platform to launch off. We've hardly seen Ashley Cooper in the game at all, and that's because the Wallabies just cannot get any decent ball, but looks like those substitutes are going to happen, are they, Carmo?
First year for the All Blacks, and there he is. Dan Carter hasn't played since Soweto, when the All Blacks had that wonderful triumph against the South Africans. Stephen Donald on, and won't he be happy with his boys in the ITM Cup, getting up over Auckland. And John Afoa, maybe not quite so happy, onto the tight head side for the All Black scrum.
Well, Stephen Donald's form in the New Zealand domestic competition has been very good.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
And again, the All Blacks trying to put the heat on, but Guinea gets it away to Cooper, drifting across field. Oh, nice ball away to Kirtley Beale up from fullback. They've got them stretched. Beale gets it away to Mitchell, going for the corner. Mitchell scores, and the Wallabies are back.
Really nice set piece from the Wallabies. As I mentioned, they hadn't had the platform. They didn't really there. The scrum wasn't great. Guinea did marvellously well just to free the ball and getting out in front of Cooper, and then the passing was so accurate. Beale's pace, unfortunately for the All Blacks, it was Tuiava that came in. We'll see it in the replay now. He's quite narrow. Watch that space. Watch him on this defensive play. Here goes Cooper to the line. He creates the outsides. Tuiava came in. He slipped over. Beale timed his pass perfectly. Drew Mitchell on the fly. Over he goes. Australia are back in it.
They are back in it, Marshy. They've been under the pump, and maybe that break, the stoppage in play with the reserves coming in, trying to compose themselves, call a move. Tuiava slipping over the surface, but you're right, he was defending very narrow, need to be on the outside more. Cannot give room to these guys with 15 metres.
Really, really nice picture there. Head on of Kirtley Beale doing magnificently well as we've got a changing kicker. O'Connor has got the hoodoo on him now to try and break this missed amount of kicks for the Wallabies, and this is a fantastic angle to see it. But Kirtley Beale holding the ball in two hands, committed Muliaina, set Mitchell away. But let's watch this kick.
Well, as I said in the first half, mate, here's the one who's kicking the best at the captain's run yesterday.
Well, he's a remarkable young talent. What can he do?
Well, they'll throw in a minute. It's not an easy one.
It's a 7-point lead. Can he cut it to 5? It looks pretty good. It's over.
James O'Connor, where have you been?
Donald puts the restart deep, and it's the try scorer under it, Drew Mitchell. Different feel now, 24-19. Next point's very important. That's not a great kick from Cooper. He's just flowing that down the middle to Muliaina. Look to pass to Kieran Reid. Now he gives it away to Rokothoko. Conrad Smith in some space. Back in field. Rokothoko to the 22. Muliaina gets it away to Thorne. Now into centre field. Donald quickly on. Donnelly. Now Woodcock pops it to Jerome Kano. There again for the All Blacks. They come back the other way. Muliaina up in the line. So no one at home at fullback if they turn it over. Now Donald has a run at them. Tries to bash through. Can't do so. Cowan gets the ball away nicely. Now our fire. So the All Blacks starting to make inroads. No.
Yeah, I think
Forward pass.
Yeah, sorry, TJ. I think everybody in the crowd knew that was forward, apart from the ref, who eventually got it from his touch judge. On the far side, Simon McDowell.
Time off, Matt.
But the All Blacks again look threatening if they can get their hands on the ball.
12.
Well, next points. Oh, now Gitto's leaving the field. Wow, Matt Gitto, he has got a lot of experience, but of course this man's so steady.
So you've got to just wait for it, okay?
Interesting. I had a chat with Wayne Smith about Berwick Barnes, and they really rate him. They really rate him as a player, so I think this is a good move. Gitto has played well, but introduced Barnes, a bit more unpredictable. Can play first receiver as well. This is going to be an interesting little period of play.
24-19, the All Blacks leading with about 16 to play.
Pause.
Well, I'm afraid we've got a bit of a clash of cultures this afternoon at scrum time.
There's your mark. Crouch. Come up. Come right up. Thank you. Stay there.
But I guess good practice ahead of the Northern Tour for both of these teams.
I thought it shows you the quality of our front row, Tony. They're adjusting to the call quicker than the Australians.
Your feet
and
are
because
okay.
of that,
Everybody
they're
else should be
dominating the
fine.
scrum.
There's nothing wrong here, so sort yourself out here. Crouch.
Well, the All Blacks have had the upper hand.
Pause. Engage.
Almost exasperation there from Tony Woodcock. Well, he lost his footing, but he was so frustrated. He wanted to get down and get cracking. And Roland just will not call engage. Cooper, that's a massive kick.
Well, it's a worry, isn't it, TJ? You don't want the leave front rowers sitting there thinking about it for too long.
On the 10-metre line.
But yeah, it's been an issue today. Let's hope they can rectify it. We don't want to see this for the next month, do we?
No binding from either prop, but it was Woodcock who lost his feet.
Pretty tough, Marshy, when you're not sitting next to him, mate.
Yeah, I'm a long way away, Carmo. Don't worry about that.
So Sayat Fa'inga with the throw, lobs it down to the back. Oh, it's overthrown, and the All Blacks have got it. And McCaw fires it off. Nonu's wreaked havoc this afternoon. Now they go to Donald, out to centre field. Reid, who's constantly asked questions of the defence as well. Cowan, they go to the short side. He spotted the defence just a little bit out of alignment. Great clean out from McCaw. Woodcock shows them the ball and then drives ahead, but Tocock over it again. He's got it. Oh, he's done brilliantly, and he's got a penalty. Well, that's magnificent play from the young Zimbabwean.
What he does well is he gets his legs wide apart. So what that means is when he goes over the ball, he's got a really good base. When your legs are apart, you can imagine sitting at home, if you've got your legs nice and straddled and apart, trying to be pushed over is not easy, whereas when your legs are together, you can get knocked over, off balance a lot easier. His legs are nice and wide apart, he's got a good wheelbase, he gets over the ball, and you can't move him. Look how wide his legs are, look at that. He's nice and wide apart, good solid base, they've tried to knock him off. Great technique, Pocock, pats on the head too. Oh, I hate that, getting the hair rubbed. Oh.
Tom Donnelly's off now, Tony. Young Sam Whitelock, player, the big future's on.
Well, what's the future of this game? It's in the balance again at 24-19. Down the back, and another horrible mistake for the Wallabies, and Jimmy Cowan thumps it off down to the 22 of Australia. Going back is O'Connor and Beale.
Stand, five! Stand, five!
Well, he's put it out deep, but Rokothoko, the All Blacks keen to keep play alive. And here goes Muliaina stabbing the kick ahead, goes after it. Well, he was obstructed on the way through, but the Wallabies have got it back. He had his arm grabbed as he went after the ball, Mills Muliaina. Just checked his progress, but the Wallabies have got it. Cooper, show of the ball. Now Barnes running onto it. Little show of the ball too. Barnes can set it up for O'Connor. Oh, the pass goes astray. That is a try butchered.
And a try saved again, Jimmy Cowan. He made the tackle on Barnes. What he did was hold off. He had just held off enough on defence that Barnes couldn't throw the pass when he wanted to. When he did, he had to be precise. Here's the break. He goes outside Afoa. Now he's backing off Jimmy Cowan. He's not committing, and the pass is not accurate enough. Well defended, the All Blacks. They're looking dangerous, Australia, though.
Well, it's a scrum. The ball ended up in touch. Rokethoko got across from the far wing. I think they were conscious of him too.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
He's on the left, of course, Rokethoko, so he was guarding his side of the field. Now Kieran Reid driving away. Gets a nice ball off to Martin Nonu, who asks another tackle of Quade Cooper. The All Blacks have been happy to try and move the ball inside their own 22. It's got them into trouble in the past. Cowan has a look. Now Donald. Again, the stab kick through. Well, that's not much good, because here's Drew Mitchell, and O'Connor has another go at them. Gets the ball away to Elsom. Chops back in field. So strong. Well, the All Blacks guilty of giving the ball away there, and they're going to have to defend again. Barnes coming in at first receiver to Sharp. Moving it on. Cooper, that distinctive little step, but he ran too far. Squirts out on the All Black side. Well, mistake there from Cooper. He needed to shift that ball, but he went for the fancy Dan footwork. Now the All Blacks through Kieran Reid crashing it up. Off it goes from Cowan. Donald this time trying to boot it through the gap, but again it's gone straight to an Australian player. Mitchell thumps it deep. Now this could go too far. Again it has. Well, some of their tactical kicking this afternoon has been a bit on the ordinary side, and now Mitchell is guilty of overcooking one.
As have New Zealand's, though. They've kicked a little bit of possession away here unnecessarily and given it back to Australia. We see this one from Donald. He made up for that because he made a magnificent tackle in the turnover not long after that, but they've got to be careful at kicking this back three, the ball, because O'Connor's looking threatening. We know Beale's pace.
Well, Kevin Mialamu wearily making his way. Remember, he hasn't had much rugby either, and he's still out there.
No, Tony, both teams, I think, taking that mistake as a chance to catch their breath somewhat.
Touch.
It's been helter-skelter.
Well, still only 5 points in it. Oh, now the free kick goes against the All Blacks. The scrums this evening have not been a great advertisement for international rugby. Nathan Sharp, the veteran lock. Up to halfway. Australia, well, they got a chance to break the game open here. McCord almost getting in the way. Off to Cooper, and again, he kicks. And where's this one going to go? This one could go too far. Yes, just only. What a great chase from James O'Connor, but Rokethoko equal to the task.
Well, we all held our breath. What was that ball going to do? And it just trickled enough for Rokethoko. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Is it going to roll over? Yes, well done, Rokethoko. Not a bad option from Cooper, though.
Okay, go 10.
So, Stephen Donald puts the restart high. Toyava giving chase, and there arrives. Oh, perfect timing on Ashley Cooper, but the Aussies have got it. Cooper now. Again, the tactic is to kick, and this one has hit the line, is it? Yes. Well, only just. Cooper, I don't know that he's convinced, but another kicking mistake from the Wallabies. They're obviously playing to some sort of instruction to put the ball deep, but it's not working for them.
Well, this time in the Test match, Tony, it's about territory, pressure, and all of that you can convert into points.
Oh, no, that was actually on the other side of the line. Boy, I wouldn't make a very good tennis umpire, would I? McEnroe would have a field day.
Oh, there's a bit of chalk there, TJ.
Easy for the assistant referee now. Mialamu. Kano down the back. So the All Blacks have it. Looking for one more try. And they drive. Kano's had a very strong game. And Mialamu's still going. Cowan waiting for the moment. And all the moment's come and gone. Well, that's been lost forward. Well, that is a very ordinary piece of officiating from the man on the side. Clearly knocked forward by the Australian prop slipper coming through. Remember, New Zealand looking for their 11th in a row. Mathewson had to pick it up on the bounce. Donald into centre field and Nono charges at them. Nono, he's done that so often in this match. Mathewson has a little scoop. That's his strength. McCaw is there to pick it up and drive it on. The All Blacks making the play.
Okay, there it is.
And they drive it again round the fringes. Kevin Mialamu.
Push back, goal.
Another great effort from him, considering how little rugby that he's had. Into the last 10 minutes. The All Blacks looking to close it. Australia looking to snap this losing streak. It's on for both teams. Thorne taking it forward. Now McCaw again. In fact, it's Brad Thorne. There for Mathewson. Under a bit of pressure. Here it is on the All Black side, though. Now Mialamu. Driving at them. This is something the All Blacks practice relentlessly. Looking for space. Metres around the fringes. McCaw this time floats the pass away to Whitelock. Gets out of the first tackle. Whitelock pops it up to Kieran Reid. Into the 22 goes the Canterbury man. Now Mathewson, off it goes to Donald. Brings it back in field to Kano. Slips the first. All Blacks 10 metres from the line. Our penalty advantage to the All Blacks. Pocock didn't let go. Donald, Toiava, Muliaina now. They'll come back. It was a forward pass. And so Donald now gets the chance to put it out beyond a converted try range.
Well, look at that shot. Look at the hands on the heads of the All Black forwards. There's a reason for that.
Whoa.
They were instrumental in the All Blacks gaining this territory advantage and then getting the penalty. It's a high-risk game now with the modern laws that you take the ball into contact like that because you risk going off your feet and giving away a penalty. Whitelock does well after so much intent pressure. They finally broke free. He made the break. He passed it on to Reid. And as the play goes on, it was Pocock who went in for the turnover, who eventually got penalised. This is the end of it. Muliaina hits the short hole, but they'd already conceded Australia. Well done, New Zealand. They're running the clock down, but also won a penalty.
Well, how many times has Kieran Reid carried the ball?
Oh, he's been outstanding today, but so has Kano.
Yeah. The All Blacks, in fact, the All Black loose forwards. I mean, we haven't mentioned the name of Ben McCalman a lot. Elsom's had a few goes. Pocock's been brilliant at the breakdown. But here's Donald now. This is such an important kick. This would mean Australia needing to score a converted try and something else to win the test. And he backs away, doesn't like it. Still on.
Okay, time out, Matt.
Boy, that was an important kick.
Yes, but they've got the field position they desperately want. Will Guinea coming off now, jersey 9, the little scrum half. Tony, Luke Burgess, jersey 20 will be the replacement.
Well, 3 minutes to go.
Well, they can't afford to kick it away now. They need to keep it in hand.
It's Berrick Barnes. Can he put it on the spot for the Wallaby forwards? Bit of pushing and shoving. The All Blacks had it, but Alexander's got it for the Wallabies. They want to give away a penalty and get the Australians the opportunity to go down the other end of the field. McCaw over the ball now. But the Wallabies have got it. Burgess away to Cooper, to Beale. Again running from depth, try to step. No way through there. All Blacks trying to counter-ruck. Donald in there. They go open side. Brad Thorne charges at Cooper. Gets away from him though and breaks into space. Here's the chance for the Wallabies. Cooper stepping, still going. Now they've got it off to Dean Munn. Arm out from the ref. A penalty. Well, the Wallabies have to go for the line out. Surely, time almost up.
No one's wanting to make a decision. Way you go, Quaid.
Takes the tap. Sharp charges at them.
Hands out, Black!
Coming for Burgess. The Wallabies, is this their chance to break this losing run? Burgess again. Now they switch it back the other way. The infield pass to Beale.
Release the tackler!
Coming now for Burgess. Up on the short side is Cooper. All Blacks going looking for it. Goal line just 5 metres away. Now Barnes. Pocock. Here's the chance. Another great tackle made by Kieran Reid.
Pass, pass!
Eventually it comes free. Wallabies still have it. Now it's about composure from one side, urgency from the other. Burgess taking his time. Fagner. Can they snatch it, the Wallabies? It's a penalty.
Trouble.
Here! Wait!
They take the tap, Australia, looking to get it under the posts. Burgess, off it goes to Elson.
All right, away, Black! Stay!
Time ticking away, a minute to go. Cooper, O'Connor, trying to step. Desperate defence from the All Blacks again.
Hands out!
Coming again for Burgess. Here's the chance for the Wallabies. Mitchell looking to step. All Blacks trying to get over the ball. Wallabies have lost it.
Hands out!
The Wallabies have lost it. Has the game just slipped through their fingers? Donald smashes it off downfield.
It's not out, TJ.
Beale goes back, and they'll have to start defending all over again. Trying to have Toyava on. Gets past them. Curtly Beale tearing down the touchline. Here they come again. Sharp driving through the defence.
12!
Another Bledisloe Cup thriller. Ashley Cooper. Referee's got the arm out again. The game can't end on a penalty. Oh, it's a chance now for Mum. Siren goes. Arm goes out. It's a penalty. And it's a card. They've taken it. He's let them take it. Cooper. Now Burgess trying to weave his way through. The Wallabies desperately trying to win the game and get their first win over the All Blacks in a long, long time. Beale floats it wide. Cooper looked for someone to pass to. There was no one. Oh, high tackle by Donald.
Hands out!
Crowd booing. The Wallabies still have it though. Pocock. Wrestled to the ground. Burgess. Off it goes to Cooper. O'Connor! Score! The scores are level. The All Blacks can't win it, but Australia can.
Incredible rugby. The Australians were so persistent. Their ball security was excellent. They created the opportunity. They had a penalty advantage. They could have had a man in the bin from New Zealand. They decided to take the quick tap. And what a finish from O'Connor. Hasn't he come into the game of late?
Well, O'Connor now has a chance to write himself into Australian rugby folklore with the conversion.
You'll take it back to the turnover. The clearance, of course, was Stephen Donald. Defensive slip-up that got them this field position, Marcy. Well, I say Tuiava way back, Curtly Beale on that 10-metre time, some 10, 11 phases ago.
It had to go out, didn't it, Carmo? You can see Donald's hands on hips. You've got a feel for him. There possibly could have been time on the clock for the line out. Whoever, they were under the pump, New Zealand. But let's watch this. I'll stop talking. Step up, young man, if you can.
We have heard so much about James O'Connor. Is he a match winner for the Wallabies? The biggest moment in his young life. He scored the try. Can he win the game? Here's the kick. It looks good. It is over.
Can you believe it? They were down and out, Australia. New Zealand, well, you have to feel for them. They fought their way back into this game. Look at them. Richie McCaw's gathering them together. But Australia, they came back into it. What a test match. Wow, take a breath, everybody.
Well, it never looked like missing. The All Blacks had the chance to close it. They got a turnover, but they did not put the ball into touch. And this Wallaby team this time was not to be denied.
The All Blacks end-of-year tour was proudly brought to you by GJ Gardner Homes.